Moving onwards to our second module, that is the test bench. So far we know about the basic syntax of designing a Verilog module, and we know about the initial and the always block in which we have designed our logic. Now the next thing is how we can test that logic. So for that we need to write a separate Verilog module and we call it test bench. What the basic meaning of test bench is that we have to apply some stimuli to our design and checking the output of that design and monitoring it on the test bench part, so the user can get the idea about the logic and the functional correctness of our design. How we can write our test bench? In this module we're gonna go through a very basic and generally used syntax of the test bench. So the first thing about is, if we are designing our Verilog, if we are designing our circuit in the Verilog, then we have to verify that. For that we need to write our test bench code that is also in the Verilog. The test bench code will apply the stimuli to the design. The stimuli basic means that it is the combination and the permutation of the input at different time intervals, and we're gonna check out the output of the design under test on the test bench part and monitoring it. On that behalf the user will get an idea about the correctness of our design. There is one thing is that in our design we can simply giving the name design.v file and the test bench with the name design_test.v. It will gives you idea about this is the module and this is our test bench part. There are some key points of the test bench. Is first is about the stimuli. As we already know about that, a stimuli, it is just a permutation and the combination of the input, and we're gonna check it. And second thing about is the verification engineer, they will play a lot with the test bench, and to verify our design they have to write an effective test bench part. Generally in the industry the test bench are being defined using the system Verilog, UVM or the OVM platform. It depends on their language, they have been working on that, but in our course we're gonna go through about the Verilog test bench. So now to understand it better, let's look an example of an AND gate. Here the first thing you can see is the design module, and we are giving its input of AND gate as the name AB and output as a Y. So this is our design module, and we have to design our test bench. It is also written in Verilog. What the test bench does is it simply gives us the stimuli to the input of our design module and checking its output on the. So for giving our inputs of the test bench must be on the name reg. Why reg? Because we have to hold the value of our input for that interval and we have to apply that design part. So both the inputs are defining with the name reg, and we have to check out the output of our design. We're gonna define the output as a wire because there is no need to hold that value of the output. Generally in the test bench, whatever the input that is connected to our design are defined with an reg and the output with an wire. So in our case we're gonna define our design module with the name design and AB as input, Y as the output. So the output is a wire. Just to show you that it is a wire, I'm going to define it with a wire, but automatically the default output take it as a wire. So we can simply giving assign Y equal to A and B. So this is our design module Verilog code. Now let's go through about this test bench Verilog code syntax. So the first thing about is we have to giving a name of our test bench module. In our case, if our module is design, it's better to give its name design_test because it gives you a better idea about the design module name. So in our case, if we are taking our module name, let's suppose AND. So here we are giving the module name AND_test. Now after that we have to given the input of our test bench part. As I already told you that the input of our test bench are given with the reg because we have to hold that value. So we are giving the reg name A and A in as the input reg, and we are defining its output with the wire. Now the second thing about is the installation of our design module in our test bench part, like which module we have to apply that stimuli. For that we have to installation that module. So here we are giving our design module name design, and we're going to give it a installation name. In our case here we are giving U1. You can give any installation name A1, A2, it depends on you, but we have to define it that, otherwise we don't know about the installation. Now this in our design module, second thing about is the mapping. We have to map our design module ports with the test bench module port. So our A input, it's gonna go through the A input of our design. So the in port, it is gonna map to the B part, and the Y output port map gonna Y. Now the third thing is we have to apply that stimuli. For that stimuli, we're gonna go through with an initial block, because we have to apply the stimuli only once, and in that stimuli we have to apply some combination and some permutation of our design input. Inside the begin and end, we have to write our different type of the input variable stimuli. So the first, initially we go for both the A and input at 0, second delay, or if we are giving the time scale of the nanosecond, so here it is 20 nanosecond. So we are after 20 nanosecond, A will as this, and we are changing the input 1. After 20 seconds, we are again gonna change A and again change E in part. Then finally we're gonna add some more delay so that our design will run for some more time. Then finally we have to stop our input and finish our complete stimuli part. So this is the one initial block inside our test bench. You can write at least 3 initial block in our design, one separate for giving the stimuli, one separate for monitoring the part, and one separate for collecting all those variables in a separate file. Now we know the idea about the stimuli initial block. Now moving onwards to our monitoring part. Now we have to monitor whatever the changes we have given to our design. We have to check its output. For that, here we're gonna use a reserved keyword named display. Display means that whatever there will be changes in the output, it's simply gonna reflect it at the display part. A reserved keyword $time, it will gives you the current time at which our output is changing. Like in our case, we are giving A input as 0 and in as 0. So at time 0, our output according to the design must be 0. So after 20-second delay, the output will also be 0, as this is the AND logic. And after 40 nanosecond, our output should be 0, and after 60 nanosecond, our output should become 1. So in this pattern, we can identify our stimuli and our display statement. Now moving onwards to our third initial block. Here we have to dump all the variable in a VCD file, or we call it the value change dump file. This file are generally being used so to collect all those variable information and store it in a separate file. These files are being generated because we have to collect all those information and use it in a separate folder for further use also. So for that, we have to use initial, begin in the module, as we have gone through in our 2 initial blocks, initial, begin, and we're gonna define that file with the dump file name. This is a reserved keyword word. It means that whatever the file we are defining inside our this module, all those variables are dumped in this file. So we are defining the file name design_test.vcd. Here VCD stands for the value change dump. It is the extension that has been already predefined for the Verilog simulator. If we are not giving the file name, then the file will be stored automatically with its by default name verilog.dump file. So it's better to give its name and using the dump file keyword for that. Now we have to dump all those variables. So we are defining with the reserved keyword $dump variable, and we are defining here 0 and design test. So what is 0? Well, the 0, it means the hierarchical level. Means that all those variable in our design test file are being dumped in our dump variable, and 0 means that all those variables in all the modules in the design test. If we can write 1, it means only the variable in our design test module are dumped in that, and all the other modules that are installation inside our design test are not dumped in our dump file. If we should go for dumping all those variables, then we have to specify 0. If we have to go for only the 2-level hierarchy, means we write here 2, it means all the 2 modules that are being installation inside our dump test, all those variables are dumped into the dump file. This is about the general syntax of using the test bench in our Verilog module.